Me. I like to come over here because for some reason on my other channel, it's kind of like a hate sector channel. Okay. And I like to come over here over at the channel that I created for the purpose of business. But also I have every right to vlog on this and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I want freedom from my fake ex. I do. I want freedom from him, the hate sector, and I don't want anything to do with it. And I don't have to be forced. And then I also want reparations, is what I want. Um, I want things back to the way they were before he bought his fake ass into my life, is what I really, really want. I need to wash my face. That's what I want. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want anything to do with the whole situation. Um, the established, the indoctrinated hate that he ended up being able to be put on my life. And see, this is partly society's fault. The way that society is, it's partly their fault. The fact that because he has mental illnesses and problems, I was judged for it. The fact that him and a lot of other African American males on here, the fact that they um, are very disrespectful to women, especially in particular light skinned black women. I want to just, you know, be free of all of it completely. Um, it has nothing to do with my spiritual journey. It has nothing to do with my experience on YouTube. And I'm ready to be done with it. What he represents is the control of my energy and my power. And I'm definitely not going to commit suicide. So something's going to have to give. Perhaps it needs to be reparations. Perhaps a court of law needs to be involved. The way that they lied and made up a lot of fake stuff, tried to make me look like I was a whore last year, tried to make it look like he was married, which he wasn't, tried to, I mean, just literally the games that he played, even if you were a married man, which he wasn't, what power does that give to you being a cheating bastard? And I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of that crap. I don't want anything to do with it. You know? So I didn't go live on this channel, but last night I had a nightmare. It was actually early this morning. I had drifted off to sleep and I had this really horrible, very scary nightmare about one of the stalkers in the hate sector raping me. He didn't have sex with me in the dream, he was trying to rape me. And then I also, in the dream, I dreamt that he was trying to kidnap my son. And it was really very scary. You know what he said? He said I wasn't strong enough. So instead of him doing something about the stalking, he accused me of being weak or not woman enough because I don't want to be stalked and harassed by a man that I'm not interested in. He actually got jealous of the fact that I had this nightmare and accused me of wanting this person, which I don't. And it was absolutely devastating to me. It was absolutely devastating, you guys. It was. It was devastating to hear him say that and to know that he clearly is very perverted. And that whole sector wants to keep me tied to him so that they can take advantage of my energy. And there's this really disgusting, he thinks that I am going to sleep with him because I slept with my fake ex. And it's never going to happen. And it's pretty disgusting. And I'll never do it. Clearly, these people either have a sex club or some kind of sex ring or something. I want nothing to do with that disgustingness. I just want to be left alone. I've given my fake ex about 100 chances over and over again for him to disappoint me. More than 100 chances of going through in and out of these cycles of, I guess, him trying to groom me so that I will think that I'm so ugly and worthless that I'll be amongst a bunch of women that are fighting over his fucking validation. Keep in mind that before this jackass came into my life, it was so much better. My life was better without him. And it's exactly what I want to get back to. And fuck his feelings. Fuck his feelings, fuck his emotions. I'm very, very adamant about what I want for my children. And he tried to come in and destroy that. And he totally violated my trust. He totally violated me. Made several promises to walk away from that situation only to find out that he never had any plans on walking away from that group of people. And I just want him and them out of my life. I deserve to be in the position. First of all, I created my position on YouTube as far as my company. And I don't deserve to be somebody's side hoe or even a second wife. I have the ability to get one man and he will be faithful to me. If I want a man to be faithful to me and only me, he'll be faithful to me and only me. All of that other stuff that they're doing, it just leads to a bunch of chaos and disappointment and misery. I want it to be over completely. I want him completely out of my life, out of my consciousness. I want him out of the consciousness of the people. I don't appreciate the way he tries to pretend as if he owns me, because he doesn't. I don't like any of it at all. And I'm done playing the game with him and those sick people. I saw them over there like last night in the chat room talking about me. I think it's absolutely disgusting the way that he allowed everything that he did. And no, I don't respect him. I want a man that's not in a sector like that. I want to ask you ladies a question that's over here. Okay? Would you want a man in that hate sector? No. Why would you want a man in that sector? No woman wants that. I want quiet evenings and not a bunch of arguments, not a bunch of chaos. I don't want that crap. And for some reason, he just, and these people, they're obsessed. All of them are obsessed with me. Well, he can't have me and neither can you. And they're not the elite, y'all. They're not powerful elitists. These are people that I don't give a fuck. You're not like my ancestors are telling these people, leave my family alone. You're done. He completely came over here to my channel. Somehow a few years ago, he came over here. He blocked a bunch of my supporters. He is absolutely the most disgusting person. All for control. Control over what? You think that you're going to bring poverty into me and my children's lives? I have totally turned against him. The fact that he tried to give me to the demon of poverty, I will never forgive him. Never. Such an insult. And to be honest with you, you couldn't possibly be into women. He tried to give me over to a demonic dude of poverty, even though he took the live down. Then all of this, oh, I can't claim you publicly. Well, then get the fuck on somewhere then. This sick game, whoever this female is that, whoever this female is, she knows damn well that he wouldn't stop seeing me, that he would never stop seeing me, but yet it was a game. And I want the games to end. Game over. Game over. She can have you, whoever she is. Okay? Because he definitely ain't claiming her publicly, whoever she is. Okay? So then the whole Jamila's ugly thing, like, y'all, you can't make this shit up. Like, I'm not making this shit up. This dude actually tried to convince me that I was so ugly and repulsive and undeserving of a good man. And it just, I've never I cut it off at the head. Nah, I ain't gonna curse him. But I will. I will treat him like anybody else. Because if you think that you're going to destroy my company and force me and my children into poverty, I will come for you like a damn tsunami. I had a lot of people that began to disrespect me. And then he would, society is already messed up, and for him to try to make things harder for me and to put me through all of that stress, please believe that he still expects me to come back to him. I do better without him. I do better financially. I do better in every other freaking way. I don't want anything to do with him. I want him to leave me alone. When I got up this morning, I could tell that he is lighting candles on me to try to dominate me. So basically, I tried domination magic on him that worked on him, but only for a little while. I can't deal with him. He's too stubborn. And along with everything else, like, he needs to let me dominate him. He needs to go ahead and submit to me. But instead, he submits to stupidity. He actually cares more about what another man thinks and feels than he does me. And he tries to make it seem like it's about me. Let me tell you something. This tattoo means shit. It means nothing. It doesn't. What does it mean? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I refuse to let him I refuse to let him or any of those people bring me down. I absolutely refuse. This is spiritual abuse. This is spiritual rape. It is spiritual bondage that is harmful. If he would have submitted to my love, he would be happy as a fucking lark. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to submit to this game with these people that are supposed to be players. Oh, I'm a player. I'm a pimp. I'm this and that. Y'all already know that stuff is low-lifed. I don't want anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And so he's obviously the type of man that would rather go and deal with hoes or deal with whatever type of woman that he's dealing with instead of being, because I gave him a choice. I gave him the offer. I made him a love offer. If he was with me, we would be sitting over here having sex magic, working client cases. No problem. No, instead he wants to go to the struggle sector. I don't struggle like that. I surpassed all that. And he tried to sacrifice me to the demon of poverty yesterday. And it doesn't matter that he took down the live. See, I am used to having money all year round, not once a year to go on vacation with. He just so happened to have a little bit of money. God only knows where he got it from, probably from that sector, to go on vacation to front on me to make it look like, oh, he's all in paradise and stuff. And literally it was an attack on me. I am not going to give up my money and my biological birthright for him. I'm not going to do it. And he don't have to die. He just needs to get the hell up out of my fucking face for good. Okay. He does. The fact that he didn't want to listen to me. Let's say that he fell under somebody's black magic. Why won't you listen to me to stop and prevent that from happening? He's heard me talking about this over and over again. So even if it wasn't his fault, you still are falling short and subpar when you are constantly attacking me over a man that I don't want. He attacked me because of a man that lied on me, that is weak-minded. I can't deal with that weakness. I remember when we first started dating in 2019, when we first started seeing each other, everybody on my channel supported our relationship. They were praying for us and that he kept messing up. And y'all know he keeps messing up. He went live today and tried to make it seem like I just give him all my money. No, I don't. I give my money to my children. That's for their benefit. Soon as he walked into my life, credit score slipped. He's being all negative for like the past year. He set up in my face a couple of times and was, to my, oh, well, you're broke. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I make more money than you. See, he tried to play me like that. He knows what he did. So he projects to me. And I made him beautiful. I made him beautiful, not the other way around. And this ain't about narcissistic looks or nothing like that. This ain't about that. This ain't about that. The stuff that he did could have destroyed me. It's not narcissism. It's not ego. Why should I have to give up who I am for him? Why couldn't he just be decent and normal to me? And then his excuse is a bum dot? A bum dot? That's your excuse? Literally going on, angry at me because of this lying man telling him that I want him and not him. Now, keep in mind, any rationally thinking person would say, hey, this woman got my name tattooed on herself 3 times. She told me she loved me. She told me she wanted to marry me. She sacrificed so much for me, with an exception of my children. I would never do that. But I did sacrifice some things for him. You would think that he would think in his mind. But instead, he kept coming at me with this crap. I don't want to be with a man that felt the need to do that. Like, listen, it's not just about that. It's not just about him being in that sector. It's the fact that why do you have to diss me? Why are you dissing me? And you know what's crazy? His narcissistic self. He had the audacity to say that I was disrespectful to him. I'm like, are you kidding me? The entire world is looking at you treat me this way. Are you serious right now? And you got people that ain't earned what I earned that tend to think that they winning because of what he's doing. When he was doing all of this stuff beforehand, he just decided not to change. So I'm done. And you know what? I can always tell when he's trying to do his love domination bindings. I believe that he practices. He has to, or either somebody's doing work for him. It always makes me feel like if I don't be with him, that I'm going to die or something like that. It's very severe. I almost feel like cattle to him. And I don't like men that look at women as chattel. And then for you to steal from me, for you to take from me consistently, and then try to tell me that I'm not worth anything. No. No. I don't care how much money he has. Because he claims that he got money. Why does this keep happening? It's making my face look blue, y'all. He claims that he has all this money and that I have nothing. So then why would you come and stalk me and do all this stuff publicly to try to embarrass me and humiliate me? Okay? That I have told him several thousand times that I don't like the public humiliation. I don't appreciate your humiliation rituals on me. He's got some dumb girl in social media, some dumb that lives with it, some dumb that ain't even accomplished anything. He's got her in social media with this stupid picture of me. This is beneath me. You're beneath me. She's beneath me. And I have the right to do that. I was a queen in a previous life, okay? Don't play with me. And I'm still a queen. I'm still a goddess. He kept bringing up these different women. Oh, she's better than you because she's white. She's better than you because her hair is longer. She's better than you because she's younger. She's better than you because it's so... I can't, y'all, I can't. No, it is over. It's over. It's over. Completely. He's very insecure. Okay, he's been trying to isolate me from the beginning. Now what I got to do is I got to get my social media game up. And I got to get it popping. I'll be damned if me and my children are going to be in poverty because of, why should I have to? That's what I was talking about earlier. Why should I have to choose between my biological birthright of my company and a man? What man would want you to do that? A man that has low self esteem, a man that is obviously stupid and got the nerve sitting up here doing all of this stuff, got the audacity to say that he ain't claiming me. I'm not claiming you. And it was also that he could make me look stupid. How old are you, honey? Are you damn near 50 or are you 12? I'm done with it. He's so emotionally detached. I have a nightmare. Literally, it was a nightmare, but it was more so like a premonition. It was a warning from my spirits. It was a warning of this particular person from my spirits. It really was. Whenever he gets through. And then he tries to play dumb all the time spiritually. But yet he hangs around with all of these spiritual people. But when it comes to me, he plays dumb and gaslights me. As if he didn't understand why I had that fucking dream or that nightmare. It was horrible. It was horrible. That's just like if you wake up in the middle of the night and something happens. And like, why would he take it as I want this man instead of the fact that I'm creeped out by him stalking me? Hey, Taylor Made, I'm creeped out by this guy stalking me. Hell, I need to hook up with Caribbean Freddie. At least Caribbean Freddie called into the dude's show and said, hey, why are you stalking Jamila? That's a sign that there's better choices out there for me instead of a man that says, I don't care. You can have her. Like, whoa, even if I'm your ex and you don't feel any needs. Like, I ain't never had no ex do that. My exes claim me until the day that they croak. Uh-uh. Even if I'm your ex, even if we not together anymore, like, everybody saw the stuff that he was doing. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw that he continued to roast me. He continued to try to be in that sector and then have me at the same time. And then I would respond to him. That doesn't make me disrespectful. I was checking your ass and you need to be checked. And so I just, at this point, I'm just ready to heal at this point. And I really want that entire group of people to just quit bringing my name up. And he, tries to take credit for me. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. You've been using me for validation for 2 or 3 years. So clearly I'm more than a notch under your belt. So you're just using me? Nah. And what makes them think that I'm going to go and sleep? I don't homie hop. I don't do stuff like that. I'm ready to completely just walk away from all of that stuff. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, he's sitting up there telling this dude, oh, well, you can do what you want to do. You can have her. Leave me out of it. Well, it's your fault that he's stalking me. Is it not? It's his fault he's stalking me. When you think back of this whole situation, it was his fault because he continuously tried to do crazy stuff for his channel. Why can't you come on here and do something real? He fronted on me. Totally screwed up. I'm not allowing him to affect my business anymore. And the way that he affects my business is that he affects me vibrationally. Okay. The longer that I am away from him, the better. And I do want him to go to Florida. Please move to Florida. Forget I ever existed so I can forget you ever existed. Because I don't want nothing to do with that. Hey, let me tell you something. I've been through that. I've been through poverty. I've been through not having enough food. I've been through that. I've been through homelessness before. I don't want to ever go there again. I want to have me a big ass house by the lake. statues and shit. I'm not gonna let him take that away from me. And I shouldn't have to. Why should I? And this is what I want to ask the black men. Why should us black women have to choose struggle? I'm a freaking queen. What are you talking about? Like, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely not my match. He's not. If he was, he would have never done all the stuff that he did. I am no longer making excuses for him. I continuously made excuses for him because when he's doing the stuff that he does, he almost sounds like he's in a psychosis or something. My love should have snapped you out of that. So I don't, yeah, just leave me out of it. Quit trying to use me for him. No, I'm not hooking up with nobody in that sector. Nobody. Why would I go from horrible to worse? And then I'm not interested in that dude. Like I keep telling them over and over again. And I don't know if it's insecurity or if he believes in what a man says more than what he believes in what I say. But it's the God's honest truth. So I'll be sitting over here with somebody else very soon. I'm gonna turn on the camera very soon and be like, hey y'all, guess who's here with me? Big facts. Okay, this illusion that he tried to create, not cool. Not cool. You know, what man does that anyway? Oh, I want to make you feel ugly. There were times when my ex would kind of try to mess with my self-esteem, one of my exes, but at the end of the day, he would tell me how beautiful I was. He would never just, and he never rested on that. I'm not used to that type of man. I'm not used to being mistreated. Not every other day. Like me and my ex would get into it sometimes, and um but just to sit up there and just to constantly do that and then try to pretend like, oh, I'm just at home with my wife and da 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 da. Yeah, right. All completely made up. He's a hermit. He's very much alone, and that's how he'll stay. Y'all ain't never seen him cam up and kiss that woman. There ain't never been no affection or nothing like that. And I don't believe it. I don't believe a damn word that he says anymore. I don't trust him. And you know what? If you like him, then go watch him. But over here, we're doing the witchy stuff, and I refuse to allow him to do that because he was full all in on playing his role in publicly trying to humiliate me and embarrass me and trash me. And guess what? I got a little small hoard going on in the middle of my bedroom floor. Guess whose energy that is? It's his. I've been cleaning up his messes for the past 2 years, and it's not fair because he shows me no respect or appreciation. He cares more about what those men think in that sector than me. So I'm done. Okay? Completely. I don't even care whatever. My grandma used to tell me that, if a man hurt you, just snatch that band-aid right the hell off. And so I'm done. And you know what? As much as he has done, like, would it make a difference? It's just, yeah. So, yeah, I'm so done. Okay. Very unhealthy situation. There were plenty of times where I was so stressed out. And I'm so glad that I'm still alive and well for my babies. He didn't care about what happened to me or my children. I would have never done him like that. Like never. Like he ain't got nothing but hate in his heart. Anyway, because I can feel him, doing certain stuff like his spirits. And see, I've been banishing a lot of his, because I've been banishing a lot of his shit for real. Those, and you know what? If it wasn't going to last, what a gracious, good man would have done was that he would have just walked away from me a long time ago and left me alone and didn't mention me and said, hey, because really, to be honest with you, when he would come on here and roast me, he would be roasting himself. Like, so why do it at all? He's very self destructive. He inflicts wounds on himself. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I loved him more than anything. I did. I loved him. But I don't love you more than I love my damn self. You know? So yeah, it's gotta end. And, I do think he owes me a public apology and then to move on. He does owe me a public apology. Am I gonna sit over here and light candles to prove that he can do that? No, he's got to figure that out for himself. Because all this whole year has just been a bunch of broken ass fucking promises. Almost, it just is like, what in the hell? Broken promises, pain, abuse, and then he'll pull me back to him. That's why I would only be able to go 24 hours with being done with him. He was constantly pulling me back towards him. And then coming to YouTube telling people that I'm stalking you, bringing all that false judgment against me. It was false. I was stalking him. Yeah, I did make a couple of videos about him, but that's because it's bewilderment. It's like, why are you doing this? Why can't you just be normal? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just be respectful? Why can't you just be positive? He's a very negative person. Then he tried to tell me today that I was toxic. Are you kidding me? He told me today that I was toxic. How? You're the one that continues to hang around with that toxic set of people. You're the one that brought all of this toxic stuff into my life. So how am I toxic? And he's got that all them negative ass men and women in that sector watching me. They're over here now. Obsessed, crazy, delusional. Take it and take it somewhere and go. So he's never going to get back in my good graces. As far as I'm concerned, after yesterday, it was like, are you the devil? I asked him and I said, are you kidding me? I was actually live doing the stalker readings and he was harassing me while I was live. He does that. He used to do that often. He did that often. I'd be live working and he'd say, he'd be bothering me. Or I want you to take that video down because so and so and so. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get clients. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's over. I don't know why my eyes look weird like that. Oh, there they go. They just look kind of red because of the lighting. So anyway, y'all, yep, it's officially over for me. I know it's not over for him though. Trust me, it's not over for him. Get ready for the stalking. Get ready for it. That's all he does. Is stalk, hover. It's been a constant cycle. Stalk, hover, pull me back in, abuse me, use me, and then discard me. Stalk, hover, pull me back in, use me, abuse me, and discard me. Stalk, hover, like in a circle, because he is definitely a narcissist, but he's a misogynistic narcissist. He called me a clown earlier. I'm like, I'm being stalked by a man that I don't want to sleep with. Me denying myself to this other man has had nothing to do with him. It's just that I just don't want that man. I don't. I don't want Bum Dot. I don't want Lamar. I don't want him. Has nothing to do with my ex. Has nothing to do with Mike. I just don't want him. I ain't in fear of my motherfucking life. I can tell you that much. He ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing to me. I already know he ain't. So no, I ain't scared of him at all. You don't be scared of whoever that is. You probably need a reading. You probably need a reading. Oh shit. I'm only on 5%. So yeah, they might as well just stop talking about me. Don't talk about me. Don't think about me. He just sits there and just lets people talk shit about me. Like, are you kidding me? I'm probably one of the only reasons why you smile. And you sit up here just letting people talk shit about me? Like, what the fuck? Wow. You have a restraining order and he's still stalking you. Oh my goddess. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I ain't getting no restraining order against him. I got one of them spiritual restraining orders. My spirits will run him up out of here. One time he came over here, y'all. One of my ancestors, because my closet door, it needs some repair to it. But the door was up there. It was up there good, and he was standing there. And one of my ancestors tried to make the closet door fall on his ass. Like, just because he ain't in the right mind, like if he would just change himself, if he could have changed. And my grandmother, my ancestors was really trying to work with him. They really were. But they said, nah, we gotta, he got to go. He got to, he got to go. So, and I gave him plenty of opportunity to change himself. I did. I went and look, I went through hell. And I deserve so much better than to hear him saying yesterday that he didn't love me or care about me. Like, do you even think before you open up your mouth? Why would you say that to me? Then he tries to front like he has another woman in social media and he don't want her to see what, it's like, no, you don't. You fear judgment by that sector, which I wouldn't give a damn. He just don't care about love. I don't even think it had nothing to do with how he felt about me. I think it's just that he doesn't think that it's important. I think that approval from those people is more important, and he let me know more than enough time. So I just want them people to leave me alone, quit bringing me up. Don't talk about me. Stop sharing my photo in social media. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make me feel bad about myself. I know what the fuck I look like. I look at myself every goddamn day in the mirror. I've been knowing myself my whole life. I have a daughter that looks just like me. We good. I'm good. Okay. I don't have no problem finding somebody to love me, but it just is kind of difficult because for me, it's been 6 years. Like he literally tried to take over my life for the past 6 damn years, y'all. He tried to take over. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me that I get out of his clutches because and it was all just to use me. Like, why not? Like, and we had so much fun together up until last year. The fun was gone up until last year. We had a lot of fun though, and I'll hold on to those memories and just keep it moving, you know, because it when it becomes to the point where I feel like you don't appreciate me. And then you care about what these people think. Like, and so that's that detachment. That's that emotional detachment. Okay, it is because I felt it, he felt it, and it just, it's over, you know? All right, guys, thank you for listening. I will see y'all later. I'm tired. I ate that fish, and oh my God, that fish I cooked was delicious. It was delicious. It was buttery, it was garlicky, it was freaking amazing. It was good. It was really, really good. Okay, so yeah, I put my foot into that one. And I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna sit here and so there is this frequency that I listen to. It's called Take Your Power Back frequency. And then also healing from narcissistic abuse. I need to heal. There's no way in hell that you're gonna justify to me ever, even if I am your ex. All of my exes have been very overprotective of me. Tyrese's father, when I got with Deja and Danielle's father, he tried to claim Deja, and Deja was not his baby. So he was like, "That's my baby." I was like, "No, it ain't." He was like, "Yeah, that's my baby." I was like, "Me and you ain't." It was Frankie's. It was his baby. So I ain't never had somebody like, and I'm like, well, obviously somebody programmed him and groomed him early on, and we can't break that code. So, he gonna have to do it for himself, but do it for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do for whatever you got to do. I don't have to throw him under the bus for money, but I do have to come on here and say how I feel that I'm not, because I ain't stupid. I know that a lot of y'all watch him, and to see him do me like that, and I ain't supposed to, I'm just supposed to sit up here and just act like, hello, hi, I'm High Priestess Jamila. No, not gonna, I would never ever be in a relationship with a man treating me that way. Not ever. And I've never been treated that way either. I have never. And so I realized what the issue was, but to be honest with you, I don't blame nobody but him. Like, you the one had a responsibility to do me better. I slept with you. And I'm not used to giving my body to somebody that treats me like that. Whatever. And no, it ain't gonna traumatize me. I'm a fast healer. He's like an entity though, y'all. Late at night, like I'll start to feel his spirits, and I'm just gonna start banishing them. Like literally, and I'm talking about Mike. Late, I'll be laying here in bed, I'll be feeling good, and all of a sudden, like his spirits will creep in, and it's like, what is it? What do you want? I'm gonna start banishing those spirits instead of allowing them to connect with me sexually, because he definitely does have sex demons. He does, but that's, yeah, and I'm not even gonna talk about the other stuff, but yeah, the sex was pretty amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was pretty amazing. I'm not smoking another cigarette. I'm relighting the last one. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Okay. Peace and love to y'all.